Hey, Caitlin, I'm really sorry to bother you. I know that you're really busy, but I wanted to talk to you. I know that you're about to give birth soon, but is it alright if you go back to your parents' house?
Huh? Is everything okay? Why are you asking me this question all of a sudden? Didn't you both take parental leave for when the child is born? The two of you will be able to do everything together, right?
Yes, but something has come up. My boss has called me back into work today. I was asked if I could go to Seattle for a while starting next month.
Are you kidding me? Your work's asking you to be out of town from next month? Don't you realize how bad that timing is?
Apparently, there's not enough people at the branch in Seattle, so they've got to send someone from the head office for about a year. So the boss has thought about it for a while and thought I was the right person to be sent.
But you're being sent away for 1 whole year? I'm sorry, but that's impossible. I'm pregnant. I can't keep up with everything by myself. So, you'll be going to work in Seattle alone?
This is all for work. I can't help what my bosses choose to do with the employees of the company. So even though it's a sudden move I have to make, maybe you can move back in with your parents? I'm a little worried about leaving you alone at home.
But if you go, I think I'll be able to manage things by myself. I haven't been super sick or anything, and my parents are only an hour's drive away. It's okay if I don't go all the way back home to continue my pregnancy there. We can afford to have my parents come over to check on me once in a while.
Well, that's not great, Caitlin. The reason I want to go is because maybe my sister will come storming into the house and take over. That's why I'm begging you to please flee from your parents' house so you don't have to deal with her. I won't be able to sleep because I'll be so worried if she tries to do anything to you.
What are you talking about, Craig? Are you talking about Dana? Your younger sister? What do you mean by she'll come to the house and create a storm? Why do you think she'd do that?
We've talked about Dana before, haven't we? My sister's the complete opposite to me. I'm the serious one, and she creates trouble all the time. It's okay for me to be married, but to not be with someone similar to me, she said. She's giving my parents so much grief right now, she's hard to control.
I mean, she and I love to have fun and do cool activities. I guess that's why she quit her job really quickly. And last year she got addicted to gambling and ended up in a lot of debt, about $30,000, I think. I remember she was shouting at you at the New Year's gathering to lend her some money because she lost a lot of it.
She even tried to borrow money from my relative nephews. In the end, it seems like my parents gave in to her and she was able to borrow all the money she needed. But it sounds like she's up to her ears in debt again.
Again? Are you kidding me? Does she ever learn from her actions?
Yeah, now she's got addicted to Bitcoin and her debt has gone up to $50,000.
Oh my god, that's insane. Her debt is higher than what it was the last time we saw her.
Yeah, and my parents were super upset when they'd heard what she'd done with all the money she borrowed. She's so out of touch. She went to their house again crying and kicking up a fuss, all because they found out what she did.
That's so crazy. How could she do this to her own family? So, about Dana and her husband, they probably haven't even paid back the $30,000 they owed, right? To your parents, at least.
No, that's why I'm inundated with calls right now from her. My phone's been ringing all day long. They're just calls from Dana and her husband Rick. They keep asking me to borrow more money, and now they're saying that they've got no place to live and want to crash at our house. No matter how many times I say no to her, she keeps persisting. It's frustrating.
Oh no, really? She's asking to stay here? We can't just let them do that.
I'm worried now that she'll be in contact with you really soon. She might eventually try and get to you. Also, if they found out that I went to work outside of the state alone, I feel like they'd come and try to take over the house without my knowledge.
Oh, I see what you mean. I'm your wife, so I'll stand by you. Both of them express very strong feelings, so I'm a little anxious about it. Considering their personalities, I feel like this is something they'd do to us.
Right? That's why I really would like it if you left to go and stay with your parents for the meantime, so that the pregnancy can go smoothly too.
If that's the case, I'll go back to my parents' house. I'm sure my parents will be happy to have their daughter at home again, especially because I'm carrying their grandchild. It's a very sudden thing to happen, but I'm sure they'll let me stay.
I'll also explain the situation to them and my parents so everyone's in the loop. Tell them thank you from me. Because of me, you got to leave our house. I'm so sorry for causing so much trouble for you, Caitlin.
There's no need for you to apologize, Craig. You've not done anything wrong. Thank you for thinking of me and my safety. We can get through this. Well. Maybe Caitlin was the one who's playing with us at her front entrance just now, huh? Wow, have you already finished giving birth at home already? Is that you, Dana? How did you get this number? I'm sorry, but there's no need to divulge my secrets. Besides, this house is ours now. Rick and I have been making this place our own since last week. I'm sorry, but I wonder if you could just go back to your parents' house. That'll be great. You've been in my house? How did you even get inside? After giving birth, I was able to come back home and the door won't even open for me. But of course, you've come in and started occupying it. How on earth did you manage to get inside anyways? It was too easy. Rick just broke a window and we jumped right inside. Isn't he amazing? My husband, I mean. How can breaking a window be that skillful? Just let me in right now. This is my house. And Craig's house too. He doesn't want you here. I'm sorry, but there's no way I'm opening that door for you. Because then you'll just try and kick us out. Plus, we've got nowhere else to go, so we plan to live here from now on. So, this house is ours, fair and square. Fair and square? There's nothing fair about it. Stop saying such stupid things. I'm here because I'm returning to my home. What are you even doing while Craig's away working, huh? Well, you were both away, so we got really lucky with just taking it from you. I thought that my brother and his wife were kind, and that they'd let me in, even if I sat in their front yard for ages. So when we both got here with all our luggage and rang the doorbell, we noticed that neither of you were at home. So that means you were planning to give us this house, right? We were never going to give you anything because you just take whatever you want from people. Please, just get out of my house right now and you won't be blamed for any of this. And geez, Caitlin, there's really no need to get angry at us. Unlike us, I know my brother earns a lot of money. Wouldn't it be nice of him to build another house for you and your little friends to hang out in? So you can just give us this house. Are you kidding me right now? Do you seriously think we've got the funds to build another house just so you can keep this one? Besides, Rick and I really love this house. We don't want to leave. I heard that Craig built you both a splendid house, but we didn't think he went this far, huh? It's so nice to have a rooftop and a basement. There's just so much space. It's great. Well, land's very limited in the heart of the city, so we made a lot of use of the space that we had and built up. I took a quick look around, actually, and the bar in the basement looks really cool. My brother's got surprisingly good taste. Please, Dana, just leave and there'll be no trouble. This house is really special to us and we worked really hard to build it. We were planning to start a new life here with our new baby. If you don't give the house back, I'm going to call Craig and tell him what's going on. I know that he's out of state for work right now, and I'm not scared of my big brother. Not one bit. There's no way that someone as serious as my brother would up and leave his job to deal with your problems. Even if he were to come back, the lock will be changed, so no one will ever be able to come inside, and we can occupy this place for however long we like. You can't just do that when it's my house. Why don't you just give up while you're ahead and run back home to your parents, okay? None of your things are in this house anyways. What are you talking about? Where's my stuff then? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't tell you. I didn't have enough money, so we sold all your things. The things we didn't need, we threw away. And the things we thought we could get a bit of money for, we sold. Are you kidding me, Dana? How could you possibly do that to us? Did you really just trespass into my property and sell my things without my permission? Besides, baby goods cost a lot of money. I'm sure you can get new things. I was shocked at how much that ultrasound photo sold for. You gave away my baby's ultrasound photos? Why would you do that when that's my baby in that photo? Why would you sell precious memories to some random person? Do you know how disgusting your behavior is right now? And you gave away the baby goods as well? What am I supposed to do now? Those were gifts from my parents and my friends. Oh, oops. I'm sorry about that. I just needed the money. You understand that, right? But you see, it's our house now, so we don't need any of that garbage. Just give it up now and go back to your parents' house, why don't you? We've sold your things, so there's nothing you need from here, huh? This house now belongs to your dear sister-in-law and her husband. Thank you very much for that. I see. I guess I'm not going to get inside the house. I'll just leave now. Good. Don't even think about coming back here, all right? Tell my brother that you gave in and gave the house to Dana and Rick. I'm sure he'll accept his fate. Fine, I'll do as you wish. I'll never come back to this house again. Even if I do decide to come back later, you'll never know. Huh? Who says something like that? You're so strange. Don't say things that obviously don't make any sense to anyone. Now, disappear.
Hey, Caitlin, are you there? I heard your voicemail message just before. Please tell me what's happening down there isn't true. Did Dana and Rick really just break into our house and take it from us?
Unfortunately, it's true, Craig. I'm really sorry. Rick smashed one of our windows in and they climbed through it to get inside. They also sold all my things, including the ultrasound photos and things for the baby, and they threw some other stuff out as well. They told me to get off the property, and I just got to my parents' house after they kicked me out.
What the heck do they think they're playing at? I can't believe she's done this to us. I'm going to head back down now. I just can't leave you to deal with it.
Yeah, that's fair, but it's okay. You've been concentrating so hard on your work and doing super well. I've got an idea how to deal with this, so don't worry about things here. I've been concerned about Dana's mind for a long time. I think she's gone insane. I was trying to poke around for information as it's becoming such a problem for your family. I really can't believe that she's actually causing real harm to me and your family. If anything more were to have happened, I wouldn't have complained so much about it. Even the things that were sold, this has gone far enough. This is a good opportunity to get them back for what they've done to us. It's time to make everything fair and square again.
Okay, what do you intend to do about them if they won't leave the house?
I won't do anything specific, per se. I'm just going to make them wave the white flag and surrender without letting them know what I'm doing.
What? Caitlin, I don't understand. What are you going to do?
Don't worry about it for now. Just leave it all up to me. I better go deal with this mess. I'll talk to you later. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Get out of here! You need to come and help us. We're trapped in the basement. You need to help us, Caitlin. Oh no, that's not great. The mice have been caught then. It was quicker than I imagined it would be. What's that supposed to mean? I definitely thought once you knew about the bar downstairs, you'd want to go down and check it out. Craig's the only one with fingerprint authentication for the basement. He's the only one who can let anyone down there out if they get trapped. Are you kidding me? You've got this fingerprint authentication in this house? How did you even get that installed here? Craig wanted to have an entire room and gadgets like they do in some drama that he used to watch. I said it looked interesting, so we installed it. Now that I think about it, I was definitely getting excited on building a house for ourselves. That's crazy. How could you just install something like that? Now, how are we supposed to get out of here? There's a key to use just in case something like this happens, but only Craig and I have a copy of it. I know you guys are good at breaking windows, but there's not much point doing that when the room doesn't have any. This can't be happening. So there's absolutely no way out of here, so we've got no choice but to live the rest of our lives in a basement if we can't get out? Sounds about right to me. You can spend your lives down there. There's no way we can live down here. There's no sunlight or any way out of here. I don't want to be in here. You need to let us out immediately. You need to get over here right now and let us both out. We need your assistance to do that. Oh, really now? But didn't you say to never come back? Huh? What are you talking about? I never said that. I know you did. I've got the message to prove it. There's no way I can go there and help you. Craig will be back home in a half a year or so, so until he comes back, you both can live underground. You're telling us that we have to live underground for up to half a year? But isn't that a good thing? You should be happy about that. I heard that you're in $50,000 worth of debt. I heard a rumor that you've been chased by debt collectors because of it. I don't think they'll follow you into the basement, so you'll both be safe down there. Don't say such ridiculous things to me. We would have collapsed before they caught up to us. There's nothing to eat down here. It literally just got built, Dana. I found out I was pregnant right after we finished building the house, so I've been busy doing other things. I was just about to buy alcohol, snacks, and other things for the basement, but I got locked out, remember? Okay, I get it. Please, just come over here and help us out, please. I'm scared of being in small places. I really don't like it. I'll go stir crazy if I stay here for a long time. Then why did you go down there then? Because a lot of people dream of having a basement to hang out in. Besides, the door was open when I entered the room. Then when I went inside with Rick, the door just closed on itself. No matter how much noise or twisting of the handle we do, we can't get out. Oh, I'm sorry. I've got to run. It's time to feed my baby, and I need both hands to do that. Bye. You're kidding me, right? Please just wait. Are you really not going to come over here and let us out? I need to prioritize my cute baby over you house stealers. If I feel like it, I might help and give you some light. What if you don't feel like it? Then I'm not going to help you. Duh. But you changed the locks on the front door. If that's the case, I can't get you out of the basement. You can't just leave us down here. It's imprisonment. I'm sorry, I've really got to go. You'll be fine. Just reflect on your actions for a while.
Hey, Caitlin, is it true that Dana and Rick are trapped in the basement of our house?
It seemed like they went down there without our permission, just as I expected. She just messaged me asking for me to help get them out. But I said that there's no way I can help them out.
Oh, so that was your plan this entire time, to trap them until they'll do what you say?
They're just like kids. They do the opposite of what they're supposed to do, and they went in there without our permission. I'm sorry for scaring you with my plans, but they invaded our house, and I feel like that's worse than what I did. I think it'll be a good time to reflect on what they've done.
It's okay, I think so too, but I don't want them doing anything to our basement though. Shall I come back tomorrow and help you out? We can go and confront them together.
Will your work be okay with that though? I think I can do this by myself, Craig.
What are you saying, Caitlin? You don't know what those two are capable of. What if they try to hurt you? When I told my parents about it, they were so upset. They want to go there and pick them up.
Okay. Shall we all go there and deal with them together?
My workload is slowed down, so I can take it easy for the next few days. I also want to see our new baby. I'm really excited to see you both.
Hello, Dana. I've decided to come and help you get out. Do you want me to open the basement door? How dare you do this to me? You're such a crappy person. Hurry up and open the door right now. We've been locked up since yesterday. If you don't help us, I'm going to go crazy. Oh, wow. I'm so scared. If you say anything more like that, I'll just go home again and not help you out. Don't be like that. Those were all lies. I swear. It's just a joke. Please, just come here and let us out. I've been really scared about being trapped down here and haven't slept since yesterday. Oh, is that right, Dana? Poor you. I suppose I better help you out then. Please, Caitlin, help me out. Okay, but when we open the door, Craig will be there to collect the money you owe your parents. Don't try to run away. What? My brother and father are coming? Did they tell you about the debt? Your brother brought them here. They came to take you to their house to discuss the debts. When we told them about our situation, and they said we'll go together to deal with it. You have got to be kidding me right now. I thought I escaped, but I didn't. Why did you sell me out to my parents? I can't believe they've gathered outside the door. There's no way I'm paying off my debts. I won't do it. Then you'll be stuck in a place with no food or fresh water. No matter what, you're going to suffer the wrath of your family. But you can't let them do this to me. It's not fair. No, it's fair. You'll be hearing from our lawyers about paying for all the stuff you sold and for breaking into our house. Caitlin, please, I'm your sister-in-law. You need to help me escape so I don't need to pay anything. Please help me out here. You're going to need all the luck in the world to escape us. Let us judge you for ourselves when you get out of my basement. When Dana and Rick were rescued from the basement, the debt collectors grabbed them by the collars and took them away somewhere. Apparently the debt is closer to $100,000 than $50,000, plus the $30,000 they owe to her parents. The debt collectors added it all up to be closer to $200,000 that they owe. Rumor has it that her husband lives and does odd jobs for the debt collector's office to pay off the debt. As for Dana, she's working at a shop to repay the debt. For some reason, the debt collectors thanked me for my work. I was able to get back a large amount of goods for the baby, such as a crib, stroller, and lots of branded clothes. I accepted the gifts, and they thanked me for my help in catching Dana and Rick. Hey, Mom, will you be home late again today? Dad made stew for supper again. Oh, he did? You will eat some when you get home this time, right? Listen, Emily, I need you to pass on a message to your dad. Tell him to quit doing things for me without asking. It's downright irritating. Huh? What kind of attitude is that? Surely you mean, thanks for making my supper. I get that he's bored and has nothing but free time on his hands after retiring, but I'd rather he didn't pretend like we were this happy, loved-up couple. If I'm honest, he's been nothing but a thorn in my side lately. Pretend what? Don't forget that I'm the one working long hours and putting food on the table for us all now. I am the breadwinner of this family. All your dad does is eat, sleep, and lays around the house, so he sure as heck isn't in any position to be complaining at me. What are you talking about? Isn't the fact that Dad's able to live off his pension now proof that he worked hard all his life? What's wrong with him taking it easy after all he's done for us? I don't understand. You're a hard-working career woman, and I think that's something to be proud of, but at the same time, I think you should be more respectful with the way you speak about Dad. Good grief, I don't need a lecture from the likes of you. So, you're taking his side in all of this, are you? This isn't about taking sides, Mom. What are we, 6-year-olds? Both you and Dad have worked hard to provide for this family. It's not a competition. I fail to see the problem with Dad relaxing and living off his pension after working his ass off for over 50 years. In 10 more years, you'll be retiring and doing the same yourself, right? I'm not saying you should get on your knees and thank him for his efforts, but surely you could at least not be so disrespectful towards him. Yeah, whatever. Is the sermon over now? If you'll excuse me, I'm surrounded by mountains of invoices and they aren't going to complete themselves. Unlike your father, some of us have work to do. I'll be eating in the office cafeteria tonight, so I won't be needing your dad's crummy stew. Wow, I see how it is. You didn't take in a single word of what I just said, did you? And are you seriously insulting his stew now, too? Ugh. You know, Mom, you're seriously starting to rile me up. I suggest you reevaluate the way you talk about my dad, and soon.
Hey, Emily, my sweet, delicious honey pie. Is now a good time? There's something I need to check with you.
Good morning, Chester, my rugged love muffin. It's not like you to message me this early. What's up?
Well, did your mom sleep away from the house last night by any chance? Or was she at home with you and your dad?
My mom? Apparently there was some trouble at the office that made her miss the last train, and she couldn't get a hold of a taxi without waiting over an hour. So she decided to sleep at a hotel near her company. She should be going straight to work from the hotel today.
I see. Is that what she told you?
Yes. This kind of thing has become pretty common ever since she got that promotion. To be honest, if anything, it's more unusual for her to be at home these days. She's the manager of a new department, so apparently she's constantly burdened with huge amounts of responsibility. And overtime has practically become part of her regular working hours.
I see.
What is it? Do you know something about my mom?
Well, it's just that... To be honest, I was hesitating about whether to mention this to you, what with me and you getting married next month. I thought maybe the timing was a bit off. But then kicking the can down the road ain't gonna do anyone any favors either.
Huh? If there's something bugging you, then you should tell me.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry for dragging it out. I bet I sound crazy dramatic right about now. To be honest with you, it's pretty heavy.
To tell you the truth, I think my mom's been acting weird for a while now. I get the impression she's hiding something from me and my dad, so if you know anything, I'd like to hear it.
You do? I see.
Yep, and I'm not the only one. My dad's feeling pretty anxious over the way she's behaving too, so go on, tell me.
Your dad too? Huh. Damn. In that case, I really should tell you. Alright, babe, I'll tell you. I'm serious though, it's heavy. You might want to sit down for this one.
Okay, I'm ready.
The thing is, I think your mom might be having an affair.
What?
You know that big, flashy, extravagant hotel that looks like a castle I go past on my way to work?
Yeah, the one with a reputation for being seedy and attracting a less than respectable clientele?
Bingo. Well, the thing is, last night on my way home from work, I just so happened to see your mom going in there with one of my coworkers.
Whoa, what the heck? Hang on a sec. How old is your coworker?
The same age as me.
What? Oh my god, are you serious? I'm shocked enough that she's having an affair, but to think she's cheating on my dad with someone old enough to be her son? That's disgusting.
If she wasn't married, there wouldn't be an issue. I mean, it'd still be kinda weird, but if it made them happy, then who would we be to comment, right? Of course, she is married, though. And that's not all. Your dad isn't the only one being cheated on here. My coworker is married. With kids.
Oh my god, he's married too?
I'm sorry, babe. I know how shocking this is.
It's fine. I appreciate you telling me. Should I tell my dad about this? He might have some questions for you if I do.
That's fine. I don't mind.
Alright, got it. I'm sorry to trouble you like this. Knowing what my dad's like, I wouldn't be surprised if he hired a private investigator to gather evidence for him.
Got it. I'm happy to go along with whatever your dad decides he wants to do. I should probably tell my mom and dad about it too. They think you're amazing though, so don't worry. It won't make them opposed to the wedding or anything like that.
Okay, I'm sorry. And thank you, Chester. Mom, I didn't see you this morning and now you're not even at the church? Where the hell are you? Mom, how about you answer the frickin' phone? What do you want? My phone is blowing up because of you, you silly girl. Answer me. Where are you? At work, obviously. I'm always at work. Why even bother asking questions you already knew the answer to? You're at work today? Yes, I had to come in on my day off due to some trouble at the office. This has been decided since last week. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm busy at work, so quit bugging me. I might have to stay at the office again tonight, so if you don't hear from me again, that's why. So you're at work, are you? Yes. Now, if you understand, you can stop messaging me now. Mom, sorry to bug you while you're away having an affair, but today is my wedding day. Huh? Oh, you forgot, huh? Fine, I've heard enough now. This conversation is over. What the? No! Wait a second, dear. Wasn't your wedding supposed to be next week? No, next week's when we leave for the honeymoon. Wait. Seriously? Don't bother showing up at the church today. I think you'd sorely regret it if you did. You see, I'm currently in the process of apologizing to everybody, including our relatives and Chester's entire family, for your absence. You're doing what now? Rest assured, I'm telling everybody exactly why you're not here, because you're on vacation having an affair with your lover. What the hell do you think you're playing at, you silly little girl? Do you have any idea how much damage you'll do to my reputation? I'm just relieved that Chester's parents were kind and big-hearted enough to understand that your despicable behavior isn't a reflection on me and didn't change their minds on giving us their blessing for the wedding. Stop, I'm on my way to the church. The wedding will be over by the time you get here. Huh? What do you mean? It would take you 3 hours to drive out all this way. Even if you left right this instant, you still wouldn't come close to making it on time. What? How the hell do you know that? Because Dad hired a private investigator who found out which hotel you and your lover are staying at. A private investigator? Has he lost his mind? He already found out about how your lover is one of your clients from another company. In fact, we've known for a while now. Oh my God! Oh, this can't be happening! Whatever you do now, it's too little, too late, so you may as well give up. I'm sorry to spoil your cheater's vacation with Loverboy, Mom. I feel bad. You were so excited about it you forgot your own daughter's wedding. How about you just forget about this whole thing and enjoy your time away? Your lover is obviously far, far more important to you than me and Dad ever were. Oh my God, Emily, please. I still have some preparations to make for the wedding. Bye. Emily, oh my God. Do you know where your dad went? I can't find him anywhere. He's not at the house. What do you want? I just canceled my vacation and came home, but all of your dad's things are gone and he's nowhere to be seen. Wow, you only just noticed? What do you mean, only just? How long has he been gone? Dad started moving his things a week ago. A week ago? He left a set of signed divorce papers in a folder containing all the proof of your affair with me this morning. You'll find them on the living room table. Oh, and he obviously has separate copies of the evidence, so destroying it won't accomplish anything. Dad felt awful about asking me to deal with something so crappy on my wedding day. And to be honest, I felt awful about how awful he felt. That said, I felt I had an obligation to take them to the house. In my mind, it was my way of declaring the end of our relationship and making the mental preparations to remove you from my life. Remove me from your life? What on earth are you talking about, Emily? Don't say such crazy things. How is it crazy? This was obviously going to happen. How did you think I'd react to finding out my mom was having an affair with a guy twice her age? How did you think I'd react to you being so wrapped up in your affair that you'd forget your own daughter's wedding day? You disgust me. Oh my God, what are you even saying? This is no way to speak to your mother. You mean the same mother whose cheater's vacation was more important to her than my wedding? You betrayed me, Mom. Do you have any idea how I felt? Do you have any idea how Dad feels after you betrayed him by cheating on him with some pipsqueak office nerd? Half his age after he spent his entire life doing backbreaking manual labor to provide for you and this family. That's, Oh, and let's not forget your lover's wife. Do you have any idea how she feels? Do you have any idea how any of us feel? The answer is no, isn't it? Because you don't care. What am I even supposed to say to that? It's okay to admit you're a narcissistic manipulator who doesn't give a rat's ass about other people. We're cutting you out of our lives for good now anyway, so it's not like it makes any difference. You're cutting me out of your lives? Make no mistake, though, you will pay for what you did to us, you lying, cheating waste of space. You can't escape from the hellfire that's about to rain down on you, you despicable witch. Pay? Goodbye. Emily, please. You have to tell your dad to withdraw this compensation claim. There's no way I can afford to pay all this. Has he lost his mind? I already lost my job. My boss found out I was giving Chad preferential treatment on our business contracts to keep him happy so he wouldn't break up with me. In a certain sense, I'm the victim in all this. My asshole boyfriend's the one who's in the wrong for making sexual advances against me to get ahead at work. Hello? Are you looking at these messages? I can see the tick mark. Stop ignoring me. Emily, please, I'm begging you. Isn't there some way we can make all of this go away? I feel terrible about what I did. Simply terrible. Honestly, I don't know what came over me and made me act so stupidly. I'm begging you, won't you please talk to your father? Won't you make him see sense? He'll listen to you. Won't you tell him to forgive me, please? Oh, pretty please, with a cherry on top? Ugh, I'm begging you. You have to save our marriage, darling. Emily, why won't you answer my calls? Why are you ignoring my messages? Don't I at least deserve a reply? I'm your mother. I am the victim in all this, goddammit! You're my daughter. Surely you understand how none of this is my fault. Emily! I didn't have the energy to respond to any of my mom's crap, so I tried to pretend I blocked her. Unfortunately, she wasn't as tech illiterate as I'd hoped, and she realized I could see her messages when she saw the tick marks, meaning I had no choice but to actually block her before the notifications drove me insane. The next day, just to be safe, I got a new number. True to form as the most stubborn person I've ever known, she refused to agree to the divorce for a whole 6 months, constantly insisting that she, and not my dad, was the victim in all of this. Eventually, my mom's brother, my uncle, lost his patience and gave her a furious lecture said to be so loud it could be heard from 5 blocks away. And with that, she finally agreed to sign the divorce papers. To my surprise, she even paid my dad all of the compensation he asked for in one lump sum. Who knows, maybe she does have a conscience after all. I wouldn't bet on it, though. Newly single and afraid of being alone, my mom did try showing up at her ex-lover's place after finding out his wife had also divorced him. But unfortunately for my mom, he had found himself a new girlfriend during the 6 months she'd spent fighting the divorce. And it was at that moment that the grave reality that he'd been using her as a tool to advance his career truly sunk in. With that, consumed with jealous rage, she transformed into a feral beast and launched an attack on them as they went out for a meal at a restaurant one evening. I don't know the details, but I do know that the police were called and charges were filed. As for me, Chester, and my dad, all we can say is thank God we cut her out of our lives. Life's too short to keep toxic people like my ex-mom around. Here's to the future.